usually happens, though, is that I'll react to some news input that I think is either where the company has been treated wildly unfairly in some press treatment, or I will take serious issue with something that the government is about to do, and then I just pull out the BlackBerry in some other meeting and my fastest thumbs in the West, and I'll type something up.
What are the solutions and mediums are you and GM using really in the new age?
Probably doing more in the way of unconventional media and unconventional consumer influence than most corporations our size. We've got a very active group that's looking at that, and it's partly out of necessity because there just isn't enough advertising money in the world anymore to get your message across that way. I mean, conventional advertising has just about stopped working.
What was your favorite Super Bowl ad?
You
spent almost $2 million on those ads. Seth Godin said he was going to quit on you after your ad.
The one redeeming feature of the Super Bowl is at least people are going to watch. Just conventional television advertising on networks or on cable. There's so many cable stations or so many cable channels now that the science isn't there that is able to predict that if you advertise on the Discovery Channel between such and such a time, you will catch an inordinate number of people who may be interested in a Cadillac or other fine luxury car.
Breakthrough design. Are you still doing that in General Motors?
I so strongly believe in the power of good design that I'm always pushing the designers, pushing, and say, do something that scares me. Go reach far enough until you scare me, and then we can always pull back a little bit. I'm able to verbalize what's wrong with the design and also what's right, and I'm able to communicate with designers in the sense that when I evaluate a design, I'm able to tell them error areas that they no longer see because they've been staring at it. The way I see my task is really to empower and motivate the designers.
Yeah, Detroit show, I think you saw a clip of you talking to the bloggers there about the Volt and the fact that years ago that car would have never made it this far because it's not fully fleshed out and it's maybe 80-90% of the way there. What are the challenges to bring the Volt to fruition, actually make that a production type car?
The real challenge with the vehicle is the spec that we put out to the lithium-ion battery companies, and it's got to the demands we put on it. The battery has got to last 10 years, and it's got to do at least 5,000 charge cycles. A lot of people within GM said, this isn't going to work, nobody cares, we did the EV1 once, other than a few nuts out in California, we were never able to sell any anyway. And I said, yeah, but the difference this time is I think it'll have more generalized appeal because the fear of running out of juice is taken away by the onboard generating engine. And sure enough, that's what happened. I mean, the reaction was, we tapped into a massive wellspring of interest that goes far beyond the relatively small number of electric car fanatics. I have a special situation in the company, being kind of in extra innings. They can't retire me early because I'm 75. So the worst that can happen to me is that they say, Bob, we think you've outlived your usefulness here, and send me away, in which case my career is over anyway. And the only reason I work is because it's more fun than retirement.